Good evening. Welcome to the December 23rd, 2024 meeting of the Connersville Parks Board. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Angie.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please turn your cell phones to ringers off if you have them with you tonight. Thank you. All right, welcome. Roll call. Kelly.
Amy Hammonds,
Here.
Angie McMullen,
Here.
Ann Kirshner, Vane Lashua,
Here.
Julie Fisher, Sasha Henderson.
Thank you. All right, reading of the minutes from the November 25th, 2024 meeting. Are there any addition or corrections for those meeting minutes? If not, I will entertain a motion to approve.
We actually can't vote
Nope.
because we don't have a quorum.
That's right, we don't have
So-
time at the moment.
We can just go through everything.
Okay,
And then what I will do, unless Julie shows
Okay.
up, maybe is she? Did you say? Oh, sorry. I didn't know if she texted you.
okay. Not yet. Okay.
Okay, if
missing
she
a
shows
couple.
up, then we can go back and vote on
On this,
everything. If
so we'll-
not, what we'll do is we'll just send out an email tonight and request for everything to be voted upon.
Okay, all right, well, we'll just go ahead and start with the reports. Marla, you first.
Okay, so we had in November, I may have reported this at the last board meeting, but Mitchell Jordan resigned from our full-time maintenance position. And then at the Board of Works meeting in December, I asked for approval to accept that resignation and then promote Shane Capps from part-time to full-time maintenance. So he is now full-time working for us. He was a summer help that started back in May. And then at the end of the season, we had a part-time opening, so we hired him to come on as part-time, and now he is full-time. Some things I've been working on this month is the annual report that I will present in January at the board meeting, and then also at the Board of Works and City Council meeting as well. This report has a lot of details. It's also going to have information that we will pass out to people in the community. So when we're talking to them about sponsorships or different ways that they can get involved, we'll show them this packet. So that will be presented at the January meeting. And then I did submit the update to Reed Health community benefits for that funding that we received for Living Well, Aging Well. And I just sent in the report for the continued sponsorship that they will be providing in 2025. So you will, once they approve that, their board has to approve it for 2025. Once they approve that, then I will present that to the board so you have an idea of what we've asked for. I'm going to skip down and let Logan do the sports report, but we had our Christmas in the Park event, and we had a great turnout. We had Mr. and Mrs. Claus there. We had carriage rides. We had different businesses from the community came in, and they did games and crafts with the kids. And so I'm thankful for all of the partnerships that we've had through 2024 and that come to our events to help make it such a great success. We also announced our winners for the light display. We did something new this year. Grace created a QR code, and you could vote online for the light displays. And so we announced those winners, and third place went to Carrollton Healthcare Centers, second place went to Alquina Church, and first place went to the Miller family. And there are signs up in the park in front of those different light displays, so you can go through and see which light display won. So it says first, second, and third in front of them. All the we are thankful for all of the participants that put up light displays at the park this year. It looks great, and we just continue to hopefully watch it grow each and every year. I don't really have any other updates for the rest of the month. The park office will be closed December 24th and 25th and January 1st, and then we'll reopen on the other days. So that's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Marla. Grace?
So our Living Well, Aging Well it's doing pretty good. We have a steady amount of people. We did decide to change our schedule a little bit for this month, and then we'll also do it for January, where we have our events twice a day. So we have it like 10 to 12 in the morning and then 1:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon, just to try to accommodate people's schedules. I know a lot of the people that come in still work some days of the week, so they really enjoy the different times. And we've had a lot of new people coming in to walk in the Miller Building since it's been cold. Christmas in the park, light displays will be up the entire rest of the month and a little bit in January. We do have a small little box that's next to our donations that we have put the remainder of our Little Debbie's from our December 5th event, so that we would, I mean, if you want to enjoy one while you drive around and look at the lights, you're more than welcome. And I'm sure most of you heard that there was a little bit of vandalism with the light displays, but everything, mostly items were just moved, and we did find them and return them. So we just ask that you enjoy the displays and don't destroy them, because we do appreciate them. Some goals I have for next year is to try to find some new ideas for our Living Well, Aging Well with the donations from Reed, and then have some more light displays. And I'm thinking about taking the Living Well, Aging Well. I know there's a lot of people in nursing homes that can't come to us, so maybe I thought about seeing if I can go to them and try to work that into the schedule a little bit. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Grace. Logan?
So we had another great girls basketball season. You could tell from the first game, from the last, that they learned a lot, and I think they all had fun, which was mostly part to all the coaches and the referees who did a great job this season. So I want to thank them, and also the high school for letting us use their gym. Something fun for them coming up is January 18th. They're doing the recognition night. It'll be at the girls varsity game, and they play in the afternoon at 2:30. So halftime of that will probably be somewhere around 3:15. Probably suggest getting there at least before 3, just to make sure you get lined up and everything. And the kids get them free if they wear their jersey that was given to them for the season. So boys basketball, everybody's placed on a team, so hopefully that everybody's heard from a coach by now. That season starts January 11th, and just to note that throughout the season we will be going over to the field house to accommodate for gymnastics, I believe. So January 11th, February 15th, and March 1st we will be in the field house. All the other dates will be at the old gym where we usually are. So the boys will also have their recognition night on January 18th as well at the boys varsity game that starts at 7:30. So just like the girls game, probably try to get there sometime before 8 just to make sure everything goes smooth and the kids get in free with their jerseys. So men's league and church league basketball registrations are closed, and the games will start actually the 12th and the 13th, not the 13th and the 14th. So to correct that on there. And then we have 6 men's league teams and 6 church league teams. So I think church league is about the same, a couple teams short of men's league from last year. So and then I'm still always looking for referees and umpires and officials like that. So anybody that has any interest in that can just call the Miller Building, get a hold of me, and I can talk through it or help you through the process if you'd like. So, and then my goals for this upcoming year, I really want to start doing at least one a year school-based tournament, just for the kids to be able to have some pride in what school they're from and everything. So I know I liked playing for my school when I was a kid, so I think it'd be a really cool thing. Probably something fun like kickball, something that's not just a sport that everybody plays or is big and popular, but something we can have fun at as well. So,
Sounds good. Sounds like a good idea.
thank you.
All right. We will go on to old business, which we have them listed, but I know. And as far as new business, we have horse stall rental agreement.
Yes, so you should have received that in your email. We have a horse stall rental agreement, and Ryan and Kate, they're here tonight requesting approval for rentals of 20 stalls. And this is a month-to-month. We have discussed a yearly contract with them if they want to continue to use the stalls throughout the summer, or save them even if they don't have horses there, to save them so that we don't rent them out. One thing that I have discussed is that in the ordinance, it is a $40 stall rental per stall. But if they rent for the whole year, would we be able to give them a discount for renting 20 stalls? And then as far as a monthly stall rental as well, for renting that many stalls, would we be willing to discount them as well? So I know that we can't vote on it, but we can discuss the recommendations, and then I can put it in the email, and I can email that out tonight and get the approval from the board tonight.
All right.
And they're here if you have any questions for them.
Thank you. Any questions? Dane, any questions that you have?
I hope you enjoy it. Are you, how many horses do you have?
We currently have 21 horses and 6 ponies, but we'll be housing some of them at our farm.
That's wonderful. Are you gonna be racing any?
No, we just trail ride.
Yeah, wonderful. What parts of, what trails?
So we
Around
operate,
your farm?
Yeah.
we do some around there, but we operate the Brown County satellite
Yeah.
at Brown County State Park in Nashville, Indiana. And so from November through March, we are required to bring the horses home. And so when we bring them home, we'd like to bring them to a place that we can have them inside, just so that we can keep a better eye on them and make sure that everyone stays nice and healthy over the winter, so that everyone's protected from the weather, and so that we can kind of monitor, just their health and their well-being.
Are there other groups or other families or other organizations connected with the horse, your horses and?
No, they're all of ours.
The Brown County, that's interesting. You have to travel every time you go.
We do. We spend a good chunk of the summer down there. We bring a camper down, and so we stay for most of the summer down there. And then Ryan stays the majority of the year down there. So we don't have to necessarily travel back and forth every day.
I don't have any questions. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. As far as the rate and discussion on that, I mean, I think we would be open for that because of the long-term rental. So.
The number, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, I should have had this ready, sorry. So it's $40 times 20 stalls, so it's $800 a month. And then times 12 months is $9,600. So, I'm open to a recommendation if you, see, it fit to give a discount, for doing that.
Are any other owners renting fewer stalls? Like if you have 4 horses or something, 4 stalls last year?
Yeah, we currently have, here I can tell you how many renters we have. 1, 2, 3, We have 5 currently renting from us, and there's each one has 2 horses.
Yeah, we'll see if, I would say that the discount ought to be in the wind anyway.
Mm.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
We did talk about that.
As far as a recommendation for that, do you have a suggestion, or do you want, would you just open it up for recommendation,
Yep.
the discount?
How
Mhm.
about regional
Okay.
operation of stables? Is it the same, kind of the same price or not, or?
I haven't really compared other stable
Well,
rentals. for-
I've tried to compare, but we're the only parks department close by that's not a state park that has horse stalls. So it's hard to compare to other parks. So,
What's our normal occupancy for that time of year to have?
since I've been here at the park, we've only had one other additional renter. So we don't have many
Long term,
long-term.
okay.
The ones that are currently renting from us, they've been there for a long time. But we haven't had any additional new ones since I've been here, except for one.
And the 5 that are with us are 5 individual different
They are.
ones, okay.
Mhm.
All right.
They are.
So in order to entertain a discounted rate, is that something that's gonna have to go before anyone other than us, the board level?
I would have to check with Rosemary.
Okay.
Because I am not positive, but
Okay.
I could take my recommendation that you guys make to her and see what she says.
Okay. All right.
Definitely with especially since the maintenance, the owners agree to the maintenance of
Well,
stalls, and it'd be.
Yeah, they are just.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, they are they are required to keep them clean. We fix anything that needs to
Yeah.
be fixed, so.
All right, I will recommend like a 25% discount, which would be $2,400 off of the 9,600.
25% discount
Mm-hmm.
for a year?
Mm-hmm. Which would be $2,400 off of that. Which would come down to the 7,200 for the year.
Okay.
So that would put it at 600 a month. All right, so we'll entertain that through an email vote,
Mhm.
and then you will get authorization from Rosemary to
Yes,
make sure
so,
we can make that.
if the 3 of you could reply tonight, that would be fabulous. Anne has already told me she would reply tonight.
Okay.
So as long as I have 4, that will be approved.
You'll send us a list of,
I will send everything in the email. Mhm. Yeah, their wishes are to move in tomorrow.
Okay.
And so, if we could, get the email, vote by tonight, that would be great, and then I could send them approval.
Okay. Okay.
Is that okay with
All
you
right, I was
guys?
gonna say, I was gonna-
Do you have any questions for, any other questions or anything?
No, I don't think we do.
Okay.
All right. We'll move on to miscellaneous business. Miscellaneous.
Don't have anything.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to claims, including payroll. Have had a chance, is there anything different, Marla, that stood out? I glanced over.
No, I forgot to mention this earlier. You probably saw in the newspaper this week, that we did receive the $5 million grant.
Yes.
So let me just do a quick rundown of what's going to take place next year. We have, you'll start seeing different expenses coming out of our budget next year because of all of the different projects that are going on. So we have projects at the skate park, we have projects at the pump track, we have projects at Offutt's Park, and then Roberts Park Playground, the trail around Roberts Park, We will be doing River's Edge as well, and then some other maintenance around Roberts Park at some of the buildings. So you will be seeing some expenses coming out. We're trying to get new doors at the Miller Building. We have some maintenance at the Roberts Building that we're going to be doing, and we will be doing some maintenance at the Miller Building with the restrooms and things like that. So next year, 2025 is going to be pretty big for the Parks Department, but we're very excited for the grant. I haven't been able to say anything, so that's why it wasn't in my report until it came out. But we did receive the Lilly grant, and thanks to the foundation for and Abby for the hard work of writing that grant for us and including us, so that we could do these great improvements.
Very exciting.
So that's it.
All right. And just so everyone that may view this on YouTube or live, there are certain criterias that have to be met for each one of these projects. So
Yes.
if everyone will please keep in mind that we can't use one group of money from a grant for something else like the River's Edge project was that got started many years ago. So as you see new things being started and maybe some things are finishing up, it's not because we don't want to complete all of those, but it is because these are working at different paces because of these grants and these guidelines that we have to follow. So I know everyone up here understands that, but not everybody who just doesn't deal with it understands. So just wanted to say that. All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval on the claims, including payroll.
You can't vote on that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I keep, sorry
That's fine.
guys, I'm not with it this evening. Okay. We have no public forum, but I do want to say thank you to each one of you guys. You guys do a wonderful job for the Park Department. Thank you to our board members for their volunteer. We appreciate everything that each one of you do to make our parks a much better place and for all the people to enjoy of Connersville and Fayette County. So thank you, and we wish you guys a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Merry
Christmas to you
Christmas.
guys too, and thank you for being a part of the board.
Thank you. And since we cannot vote, we will just adjourn.